my people, and welcome back to the RICARD Report podcast, powered by the DCSAA. DCSAA is where the champs play. We're recording this now on a Monday evening, and if it's Monday evening, that means that my latest DMV Top 25 just dropped at NBCSportsWashington.com. That's going down each and every week. We rank the top teams 1 through 25. Doesn't matter if you're public school, private school, IAC, doesn't matter where you are. Charters, we get you all in there as well. Want to run you through a little bit of my top 10 because we had a ton of movement going on. First and foremost, want to give credit to the Wise Pumas. Wise went out this last weekend and they blew the bricks off of Roosevelt. They reminded everybody that they are still Wise. Good look out there to them. Jaden Saray, I know that you were playing with a heavy heart, brother. I've known you since you were in middle school. You're a good young man, and the way that you conducted yourself out there on the football field in the midst of going through some personal things, certainly. All love, much credit to you, sir. Also, North Point, they kicked their season off. They scored 55 points. Got to give a shout out to Teddy Gleaton. Teddy doesn't even normally play quarterback, although he came into North Point as a quarterback. He's an athlete, but he got it done, stepped up, threw touchdown passes, ran for touchdown passes. North Point showing that they are for real. Keep eyes on freedom. Keep your eyes on freedom. This squad is definitely strong. They're at number 7. Number 8, Noah Kim and Westfield continue to get it done. But more in-depth look at my top 5. DeMatha, they're at number 5. They were off this weekend. They've got Avalon coming up this week. We'll see how they do there. I got a feeling that the boys are going to handle business. Number 4. St. John's. By now, everyone knows they had a tough matchup. Fell down by 21 points to a very good team on the road, but then the Cadets came storming back. Actually took the lead. I wasn't able to get up there to the game, so I'm watching it on Twitter. I got one of my guys in the stands. He's sending me updates. When St. John's came back and they took the lead, I was like, it was such a great feeling. The DMV was putting on. Great team that they were playing, though, ended up falling ultimately 34-31. Great job by the Cadets. Unfortunately, you lose, you got to drop some. Now, I know what all of the people out there are saying, especially my Cadets people. I got a lot of St. John's parents, a lot of student athletes out there because we moved Good Counsel up to number 3 right there. And people are saying, yo, bro, who has Good Counsel? Good Counsel played a team from Charlotte, and Good Counsel played Mount St. Joe's. I get it. I hear you. Here's the deal, though. Number 1, Mount St. Joe's is a very good team. They're a good squad. They're a good squad, and Good Counsel beat them soundly. Number 2, that Charlotte team. Although they haven't won a game yet this season, that Charlotte team won the state championship last year. They were 15-1 last year, so that Charlotte squad was good. Good Counsel defense has given up a total of 7 points in 8 quarters of play. This Good Counsel team is strong, and the best thing about it is though they may not have played the same teams that your St. John's and your DeMathas have played thus far, Good Counsel goes on the road this week. They've got a big-time opponent they're going to be playing. Let me make sure that I get it right here. They go on the road this week. They're playing St. John Bosco in California. So they've got all of the chance to prove myself right, probably move up to that number 2, even the number 1 spot if they walk away with that victory. Good Counsel. Go out there and represent, do the DMV proud. You earned that number 3 spot right now. Number 2, Quince Orchard. They kicked off their season 56-0 over Wooten. This team is a powerhouse. They are a behemoth. They're going to get it done out there. Brian Plummer looks excellent. I believe he threw for 3 touchdowns. Marquez Cooper is as good as advertised. He ran for 3 or 4 touchdowns. That defense is off the chains, bro. I mean, not only did they shut out Wooten, but they are putting some hits on them. We got a video recap of that up on YouTube. Be sure to check it out if you haven't seen it. This QO squad is stellar. They got Damascus this weekend. I'm going to be there in the building. I'm going to get an article out previewing that game coming up. So keep your eyes on QO Damascus. You should be there too. And number 1, Fly Eagles Fly. God is purple. Gonzaga got it done. They too were facing a tough squad. They were down by a score of 14-0 at Don Bosco. So they were on the road, but Caleb Williams and those young men, they got it done, led by Coach T. Look, if I was still playing football, and I never played very well, but if I was still playing football, I would want to be coached by Coach Travis. Coach Randy Travis is one of the greatest coaches that I've ever had the opportunity to be around at any level in football. These young men came back. They got it done. They end up winning that game 35-21. A ton of credit is going to be given to that Gonzaga offense, and they deserve it. But that Gonzaga defense, the way that they turned that around after getting some points scored on them early, is really my calling card to this game, and evidence that this team that they could run the table and that they could win back-to-back WCAC championships. Do not believe that what Gonzaga did was a one-and-done thing, because this team is for real. Not making any predictions, but just know that this team is for real. RICARD Report podcast powered by the DCSAA. Now, though, it's time to talk about the DCIAA conference in specific. Can't talk about the DCIAA without bringing on my main man, that sports dude, Mr. DCIAA himself, Chris Dunlap. How you feeling today, bro?
What's good, Chad, man? You know I'm always up. How you feel, bro?
Listen, I'm excellent. The last time you and I talked, I believe that you said something about Roosevelt running through Carroll. We're going to get to that in just a minute. We won't start there, though. How about that?
I'm excited to talk about that.
Okay. We won't start there, though. We'll build up to it. I want to begin talking about a program that is actually near and dear to my heart. That, of course, is the Wilson Tigers. I'll tell you this, Chris. When I got into this 5 or 6 years ago, Wilson, Coach Mark Martin, one of the first schools that I visited. Coach Martin gives all the love, all the respect in the world every time you meet him. He's a great coach. They're a great program. They lost 40-0 to Yorktown this past week. What's going on there?
Kind of like I said earlier, especially in my DCIAA football preview special, this Tiger team, I didn't expect them to be as strong as the type of Tiger team that we've seen in the past, 4 or 5 years or so, when we had guys like Sean Savoy, Stephen Williams Jr., Quincy Barber, etc. But the one thing about the Tigers, again, these non-league games, their season isn't over, but their spirits may be a bit broken, but their season definitely isn't over.
And that's really where I was going, is I wanted to know if you felt as though like this was it for them, whether they could possibly rebound. 40-0 to a Yorktown team. Yorktown is not exactly Steubenville or Martinsburg or some of these or a private team from California. Do you believe that there's potentially more to this than just the play that's going on down on the field?
Again, when you graduate about 85 to 90% of your production coming into the year, your team is going to be completely different. But with DCIAA league play still on the horizon, if they're able to make some noise there, playoffs to still be in their future. But like I said earlier, they got to lift their spirits, and man, they got to get these things right. They got to check out that film. They got to look themselves in the mirror and say, all right, what is it that we need to do to get this train going?
Excellent young man on that squad. I definitely wish the best for them. I mean, you talk about Curtis Jefferson. He's one of the top offensive linemen, not only in the district, but especially in the area, if not beyond. Excellent young man as well. Chad Rockingham is explosive when he gets his hands on the ball. Rashad Biggs, he can do big things. He's got a name that's very apropos to him. Look, I'm going to run you down the schedule, though, because you say we get into league play. I'm going to run you down the schedule. You tell me win or loss for their upcoming games, okay? How about that? We'll run through it real quick.
Let's go through it.
They play Carroll this weekend. Win or loss?
I have to say loss, unfortunately.
That would put them at 0-4. They got Bell the following week.
Bell.
Big Bad Bell.
Ooh, that's a hard one. Come back to that one.
We'll come back to it. They're at Eastern.
That's a win. They'll beat Eastern.
That's a win. At Ballou.
I think they'll upset Ballou.
Wow.
How it looks now, I think they'll upset Ballou.
Coach Rogers, get on the line. You can call in next week. We'll say that. H.D. Woodson at Wilson, though.
HD will beat them.
We saw this
HD right now, and I actually predicted this. I think HD is probably the best team in the DCSAA Stars right now. So I think they'll take that loss to HD.
Roosevelt, this is a big one. This could be the one that determines who that 4th seed is.
I predicted that they would get the 4th seed at DCSAA over Roosevelt and Eastern, so I say it'll beat Roosevelt.
All right.
Stick with that prediction.
At Dunbar.
Man, after the play that I saw out of the Crimson Tide, man, I definitely see Dunbar picking up a win against the Tigers. Man, I can't wait to talk about that Dunbar team. They look so good. But yeah, I believe that Wilson will lose to Dunbar as well.
Okay, so if you calculate that, let's bring it back. You've had time to think about it now. That game versus Bell, who you got?
I think they'll beat Bell, but I think it'll be kind of like, I think it'll be the type of game that we saw between Bell and Ballou. Will be a back and forth type of contest. But I think they'll squeak past Bell, maybe 3 points to 7 point type of football game.
Definitely pulling for the Wilson Tigers. Coach Martin, I got love for you, brother. Curtis, Chad, Rashad, and the rest of the squad. Got love for all of you as well. All right. Perfect segue here. Want to talk about this Dunbar squad. The game that you got right, you said that Dunbar was going to put it on Bell. They put it on Bell. They cruised past Bell.
Did they?
I told you last week during the preseason, I didn't even go visit Dunbar. Not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you the truth about something else. Had I picked the games last week, I would have picked Bell over Dunbar. I ain't got to lie.
Wow.
That's what I would have said.
Sometimes I hear you got to keep it 100.
Yeah, man. So, now that I have disrespected Dunbar all season long, is it time that we begin to look at Dunbar as a legitimate championship contender?
Let me start off by saying this, and I know my man KP is going to be happy. And I said this earlier, again, in our preview special. Do not sleep on Dunbar.
Right.
And yes, they were more physical. Though they out-physical the Griffins, which was a young Griffin team nonetheless, the story wasn't that. The story was this spread up-tempo, no-huddle offense that the Crimson Tide have adopted. I mean, I came into this game expecting to see running backs Jaleel Smith and Deja Jenkins pound the rock, but not in the least bit. Let me tell you, Coach Bink has handed the keys of this red and black Ferrari over to his junior quarterback, Amonte Dreyer, and he is driving 180 on the interstate. Let me tell you. Oh,
yeah,
my
man.
goodness. The kid threw 5 touchdown passes, man, against Bell. One went for 97 to Elijah Starkey, man. It was just phenomenal, the type of play offensively that I was able to see from the Crimson Tide. Yes, definitely the Crimson Tide are a team that we got to look at to be championship contenders, man. At this point, I think they'll be H.D. Woodson's biggest competitor. Right now, I actually predicted Ballou to meet H.D. in the Turkey Bowl, but based on what I've seen from both of these teams, man, I think Dunbar is going to definitely make a run at a Turkey Bowl berth, and who knows what could happen once we get to Turkey Bowl 50, man.
Man, I tell you what, bro. Listen, if Coach Rogers wasn't calling you after the last answer, he's definitely going to be calling you after this one. But
of course.
So here's what I want to know, brother, because you say that you believe that they may. I'm not going to put words in your mouth, but you believe that they may be able to give HD a run in the Turkey Bowl. If they were to get past HD, do you believe that this is a squad that could play with friendship?
If they're able to get past HD, and luckily we'll actually see HD and Dunbar play twice in DCSAA League play coming up. If Dunbar is the type of team that can get past an HD Woodson team, especially this year, by all means they can hang with friendship. And I won't even think twice about it, man.
Okay, look.
It's just straight up, really, because of this high-tempo offense that they run, man. Like, literally, it's boom, 2-step drop. Dre's getting rid of the ball. Boom, 3-step drop. He's getting rid of the ball. And they have so much speed on the outside, man. It's gonna be a lot to handle for any team for this high-style tempo offense that they run.
One word answer to this question right here. today, if they were playing tomorrow in the park, does Dunbar beat HD? One word.
No.
Gotcha. Moving right along. You can still go home since you gave that answer right there, Mr. HD Woodson alum. Last week, again, you predicted that Rose runs over Carroll. I got to tell you what, Chris Dunlap, I was at that ball game. Through halftime, I was saying, oh my God, this guy, Chris Dunlap, done picked the upset of the season right now. Rose was up 6-0. Ruquan caught a bomb. Let me say this, Ruquan Brown is one of my all-time favorite student athletes. Let me put that on wax right now so that the world knows. Ruquan, Rose, getting it done. They're stopping the run game. Ruquan is scoring on it. All of your predictions were coming true, Chris Dunlap, and then halftime happened. And they came out at the half, and Carroll pounded the rock down Rose's throat. They also, Harris went up top to Husbands as well. Linked up with TJ. They were clicking on all cylinders, beat them 24-6. What do you have to say to the people of Carroll?
Man, like you said, Chad, last week, you said that two-headed monster at Carroll, man, they was restoring the roar, and man, I definitely saw a whole lot of growling on the field. But one thing I want to say, and it'll be after the game. One thing I like about Carroll, though, after I made my predictions, man, they didn't cry, they didn't whine, they didn't do none of that. You know what they did?
What's that?
They said in the comments, in my inbox, in my DMs, they said, we'll talk to you after the game.
Boom.
They went. They handled business, they took care of business, and then my phone started blowing up. I saw the clown emoji coming. I'm like, oh, who won, Chris? Who won? Man, I love that, man. I love it. You know why I love it? Ask me why.
Why is that?
Because they did it. I tell youngins all the time.
Yeah, man.
I tell people all the time, players, coaches, fans, etc. The best way to prove me wrong is to win. When you win, you can talk your talk. I mean, of course, people got to keep it respectful.
Keep it respectful.
Play that.
And that's what they did, and that's what I love about them. That's what I love about so many. That's what I love about so many of our student athletes, but these young men in particular. You know, you can. We're, at the end of the day, we're pulling for every single one of these kids out here. We're predicting the scores of games, but we want for them all to win. So there's no reason to get in your feelings. No reason to get in your feelings.
No. Absolutely not.
Yeah,
and
man.
Like I said, I love that, man. They didn't whine, they didn't cry, they just said, you know what, we're going to go handle business, and then we're going to talk our talk after we take home the victory, man.
And this Carroll squad, brother, as you look at their schedule moving forward, they've got Wilson this weekend. Again, both of us believe that they're going to come out victorious. They could win. They could go on an HD Woodson type of stretch here and win the next 7, 8, 9 games. They could beat Riken in the final game of the regular season and face Riken again in the championship game. Getting ahead of myself, but I believe in this Carroll squad. Excellent offensive line, whether we're talking about Anton, talking about Big Josh. They got the backs with Lorenzo and Elijah. They got the receivers in TJ and LaRon. And if Harris can get them the ball, he's a dynamic defensive back. But the more he can get the ball in the hands of these weapons, this Carroll team is scary, bro. Moving on as we take a look at this weekend's games. Now, I like to look at 3 different games, but really, Chris, there is one game that matters to everybody. One game that matters to everybody. That is at the RFK Classic. This is HD. This is friendship. You are an HD alum. Your boys, they're 0-2 right now. We discussed this last week. They play a tough schedule. No skin off their back with the 2 losses that they have. But what I want to ask you is, coming into this game with those 2 losses, do you believe that they have the confidence to knock off a tough friendship squad?
Oh, they absolutely had a confidence, especially coming off that strong showing they had in Ohio.
Strong comeback. Almost won that game.
And like I said last week about HD Woodson, man, they prepared themselves with these tough out-of-town games so that when they come back to DC, for DCSAA play and DCSAA play, man, they're ready to go and ready to compete.
Listen,
so
they
prepared themselves real well.
I had a feeling you were going to say that. And to all of my wonderful people out there at HD, because Chris, you know, they almost kicked you off the sidelines last year and you're an alum. So to all of my HD people, I don't want you to be mad at me. I'm just stating facts right now. Here's the deal, Chris.
Please don't be mad at Chad. And trust me, what we do right here, like, we love all y'all, but we going to keep it real. Straight up.
We got to keep it real. Love all of them. Let me run through this, Chris. In 2016, HD lost the friendship 2 times. In 2017, they lost a friendship once. In 2018, they lost a friendship twice. They haven't beat a friendship squad in 5 consecutive games. They haven't beat friendship since 2013, Chris. 2013. 2013. So, my question of the confidence, I know you got Motto over there, you got the coaches over there, you got this wonderful staff, this wonderful energy, but does that seep into your being at all if you're an HD Woodson Warrior, the fact that you haven't beat them? In 2013, I think these kids were like 8.
No, no, that doesn't agree with my mind at all. It's anything that fuels me.
Okay.
I mean, not just as a former Warrior, but just as a football player, just as an athlete, just as a competitor, period. If I haven't beaten a team in that many tries, man, that just fuels me. And man, we gotta beat these guys, man. We gotta get over this hump. We gotta beat these guys. These guys can't have our number every single time.
Yeah.
We gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta look ourselves in the mirror and say, hey, what the heck is going on? Why can't we beat these guys? That only adds fuel to my fire if I'm an athlete on that football team.
What's it gonna take from HD to get it done?
They have to do the little things. Limit penalties, no turnovers, and high red zone efficiency. If we go back real quick to last year's state championship game between HD and Friendship Collegiate Academy, a pick 6 was the difference in that ball game.
Yeah.
So just right there, man, HD Woodson, if they're going to beat this Friendship team, which won't make a lot of mistakes, which will do the little things right, Friendship will limit penalties. I don't expect them to turn the ball over much. So HD has to do just about the same thing and then do it even better. These mental error penalties, these false starts, these holding penalties, personal foul penalties, man, you cannot have those in a game of this caliber.
Emotions will be running high, so that is an excellent point that you make right there. Let's lay it all down on the line. Let's make half of DC happy with us, and the other half is not going to talk to us for the next 6 weeks. Who wins this game and why?
I'm going to tell you straight up, man. And like I said, I'm the prediction guy around here, so I'm used to making people mad. So regardless of who I pick right now, somebody's going to be mad. But you know what? It's a great song by a guy named Andy Mineo that I love. That's none of my business. My pick for this football game, man, these two teams are really going to be evenly matched, at least on paper they are. Man, straight up, I got to go with Friendship on as a Woodson alum. I got to keep it real, man. I got to go with Friendship.
Man.
Again, like you said, man, unfortunately, the Warriors have come up short against this Friendship team 5 consecutive times.
You are.
If I was a betting man, which I'm not, especially not on a high school game, I'm not a betting man.
That would be against the rules with the DCIAA, DCSAA. We wouldn't allow those things, right?
Straight up, man, I think Friendship will just play smarter football. But don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that Friendship is just going to blow them out.
I just want you to know that you are so disrespectful. You are so disrespectful. You're an HD Woodson alum. You ride for that squad. You ride for that team. You take pictures with coach. You take pictures with the players. You are disrespecting them right now. I want for Motto to be listening right now. I want for Keyshawn to be listening. I want for Kevon to be listening. I want for Jordan Sharp to all be writing this down right now for the next time that they see you. And with that said, Chris Dunlap, I agree with you. Wait. I agree with you. I agree with you. I believe Friendship takes this one. They got Ahmad Bailey over there. They got Ryan Jones. But what it all comes down to is this game is going to be tight. It's going to be hard fought. I believe that in the end, Dyson Smith makes one more play. He makes one more play, albeit with his arm or with his legs. He makes one more play that ends up being the difference in a defensive struggle. And keep your eyes out on Kenny Dudley as well, a huge Friendship addition that they got over there.
Yeah, man. And like I said, and I think a lot of people kind of learned this last year about my prediction. just because I went to HD, I'm still gonna say what I think, regardless of anybody got to say. So, like I said, my pick is friendship. Again, like Carroll did last week, HD Woodson, man. That's what he proved me wrong. I did with last year's Turkey Bowl.
Hey, look, they'll be in both of our DMs if they pull this on. Neither one of us will ever be allowed back on that HD sideline.
Right.
You better believe it.
Talk about it.
This is the RICARD Report podcast brought to you by the DCSAA. That sports dude right there, Mr. DCIAA himself, Chris Dunlap. Thank you very much for joining me today, brother.
Chad, man, it's always good talking to you, my friend. I'll holler at you soon.
Yeah, man. RICARD Report, bruh.